In Islamic eschatology, Dajjal, also known as the false Messiah or the Antichrist, plays a central role in the events leading to the Day of Judgment. The term Dajjal comes from the Arabic root dahala, which means to deceive or to lie. Dajjal is portrayed as a deceptive and powerful figure who will emerge during the end times, spreading falsehood and misguiding humanity on a large scale. Physical appearance and characteristics. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, provided descriptions of Dajjal's appearance through numerous hadith. According to these narrations, Dajjal will have a peculiar physical appearance. He is often described as being blind in one eye. Some reports specify that his right eye will be blind and defective, while his left eye will shine like a glowing star. Other descriptions portray Dajjal as having a broad forehead, curly hair, and disbeliever or kafir written on his forehead in Arabic. Believers, it is said, will be able to recognize him by these letters. His deformity and unusual features serve as an outward sign of his inner corruption, symbolizing his role as a deceiver who will mislead people from the path of truth. Dajjal's role in the end times. In Islamic tradition, Dajjal's emergence is considered one of the major signs of the approach of the Day of Judgment. His primary goal will be to lead humanity astray, turning people away from their faith in Allah. Dajjal will claim divinity, presenting himself as a god, and through miraculous acts and deception, many will fall under his influence. Islamic texts describe Dajjal's power to manipulate reality, controlling natural forces to create illusions of paradise and hell. According to Hadith, he will be able to cause rain to fall, make the earth produce vegetation, and bring wealth to those who follow him. Conversely, those who reject him will face famine and drought. These abilities will test the faith of believers, as Dajjal will make his false paradise appear enticing while the real path to salvation remains difficult. In his deceitful reign, Dajjal will attempt to invert reality, presenting falsehood as truth and vice versa. His followers will include the misguided and those easily tempted by material gain, while the true believers will resist his temptations and remain steadfast in their faith. The role of Isa Alis-Salam and the defeat of Dajjal. Islam teaches that Dajjal's reign of deception will be brought to an end by the return of Isa, a revered prophet in Islam. Isa Alis-Salam will descend from the heavens, coming back to earth at a critical juncture to restore justice and truth. His second coming is considered one of the key events signaling the defeat of evil forces before the Day of Judgment. According to Hadith, Isa Alis-Salam will descend near a white minaret in the eastern part of Damascus, wearing 2 garments of light yellow, and will lead the believers in prayer. Afterward, he will seek out Dajjal and engage him in a final battle. Dajjal will meet his end at the hands of Isa, who will kill him, marking the triumph of good over evil. Following Dajjal's defeat, Isa will rule justly, establishing peace and righteousness on earth. The trials and tribulations, fitna, of Dajjal. The emergence of Dajjal represents one of the greatest trials, fitna, that humanity will face. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, warned of this fitna, urging Muslims to be vigilant and prepared. The trials associated with Dajjal are not limited to physical suffering, but also involve spiritual tests of faith and endurance. Muslims are encouraged to protect themselves from Dajjal's influence by holding firm to their faith in Allah and reciting specific prayers and Quranic verses. One of the most significant of these is the recitation of the first and last 10 verses of Surah Al-Kahf, chapter 18 of the Quran, which offers protection against Dajjal's deceptions. Furthermore, believers are advised to seek refuge in Mecca and Medina, as it is believed that Dajjal will not be able to enter these holy cities due to the protection of angels. These cities will remain sanctuaries for those fleeing Dajjal's reign of terror. Symbolism and lessons from Dajjal. The concept of Dajjal in Islam can be understood on multiple levels. While Islamic tradition emphasizes the literal appearance of Dajjal during the end times, scholars have also interpreted his role symbolically. Dajjal represents the forces of materialism, deception, and spiritual corruption that threaten to lead humanity away from the divine truth. In the modern world, Dajjal's symbolism can be seen in the increasing prevalence of false ideologies, consumerism, and the relentless pursuit of power at the expense of morality. Dajjal's temptations, wealth, pleasure, and control resonate with contemporary issues, reminding believers to stay vigilant and prioritize their spiritual connection with Allah over the fleeting pleasures of the world. The story of Dajjal serves as a cautionary tale, urging Muslims to remain steadfast in their faith, seek knowledge, and be wary of deceptive forces that seek to undermine their belief in the oneness of Allah. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, repeatedly emphasized the importance of preparing for these trials by strengthening one's faith, practicing patience, and adhering to the teachings of Islam. In summary, Dajjal is a central figure in Islamic eschatology, representing the ultimate test of faith for humanity before the Day of Judgment. His emergence will signal a time of great tribulation, where deception and falsehood will dominate. However, the eventual triumph of good over evil through the intervention of Isa Alis-Salam and the defeat of Dajjal offers hope and reassurance to believers. The story of Dajjal reminds Muslims of the importance of spiritual resilience, the dangers of material temptation, and the necessity of unwavering belief in Allah's guidance and mercy. Ultimately, the trials of Dajjal serve as a profound lesson about the nature of truth and the enduring struggle between good and evil in the human experience. If you're enjoying our content and want to see more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video. Your support helps us grow and reach more people. Also, if you'd like to help us produce even more frequent and high-quality content, consider contributing to us on Patreon. Every little bit helps, and it means the world to us. So, share with your friends, and let's keep this journey going together. Thanks for all your support.